Hey everyone, I hope that you're doing well. With the cold winter weather, I've definitely been just moving more slowly and more calmly. So thanks for being patient on this post. And also just giving you permission to honor what your body needs in this winter season as we near the winter solstice. So today I would like to talk about the fourth day um, during my fellowship week that I stayed at MIU. On the fourth day, we did some additional kitchen recipes and cooking in the kitchen, making homemade ghee, focusing on some tea. So, one tea that I've been doing in the morning has just been a hot water with half a lemon, and then adding honey in, but not adding the honey in when the water is really hot, waiting till it cools to a more warm temperature, and then adding in the honey. One thing in Ayurveda is they believe that if you add honey into the hot water, it actually causes a toxin to be released. So they do not recommend baking with honey or putting it into hot water, so waiting till it's warm. But that has been something super savory in the morning that I've been enjoying. Also, I've been doing a CCFT, so cardamom, cumin, and fennel. It's a bit more on the salty, savory side, so probably not everyone's cup of tea per se. But I enjoyed drinking that throughout the day as well, and that has been really soothing to my stomach, has helped keep me warm and kind of just relaxed. Also, on the fourth day, something that was really neat that we got to experience um, was Vedic architecture, and I'll look on my sheet so I'm saying it correctly. But we did went to a Vastu architect's house, Jonathan Lippman, who lives in Fairfield, Iowa, and it is truly profound. All of the thought that goes into Vedic architecture, and my experience in the house was that it was one of the most peaceful settings that I've ever been in, and we also were given the privilege to meditate in his house. So all of our group did transcendental meditation there. Um, just a really beautiful, peaceful space with so much intention. Everything was very natural. So he had one wall that had sand and seashells in it. One was like a cement wall that they had taken flowers from outside and kind of pressed to have a design. Um, it is really important in um, Vastu architecture for the positioning of things in the house. So, if one thing you've ever noticed, and maybe you haven't noticed, I didn't really think about it until this presentation, but a lot of things in nature align naturally. So, one simple example would be if you pass a field with cows, the majority of them tend to be facing the same direction. So, they're following the energy that they're naturally inclined to position themselves in. And even in meditation, they recommend that we meditate facing the east or the south for a more grounded, centered meditation. Probably a more common thing would be feng shui, if you've ever heard of that term, and positioning things in your house, but making sure the head of the bed is facing in the east or south direction. All of those things can be very centering and grounding, and just really intriguing to think about and to notice. So thanks for your time, and I'll hop on. I'll do a double feature again this week. So I'll see you soon.